Well, folks, war with Iran. Do this shit. Okay, so we're doing World War III. Uh, what's going on? Well, once they felt comfortable knowing that Freaks was not going to happen on a Friday, they decided it was time to initiate, and I'm not fucking with you, Operation Epic Chungus, Operation Epic Furry, Operation Epstein Fury. What the fuck? Why are we naming shit like this? So, Operation Epic Fury was an Israeli American attack on Iranian nuclear centers, but also a lot of their high command in order to assassinate the Ayatollah, which they did, um, a couple other high ranking officials, and take out their nuclear capacity. As you know, Iran has been about a week away from developing a nuclear weapon. I would say probably for my entire life. As legitimately my entire life. They have been like, oh, it's about to happen any day now. And finally, I guess we decided that we're going to do it. I don't know. If you guys remember when we kidnapped the leader of Venezuela, I said that sucked ass, and I got a bunch of people in the comments like, you just need to listen to the people of Venezuela who are universally happy about this outcome. I have seen the same dumbasses doing it for this one. I got to tell you right now, the point of manufacturing consent is you have to make them manufacture it for you. If you show up with the consent already, you're not getting any manufacturing done. Do you know how belabored that process is in America? It's bad, folks. I guess I'll just tell you this real quick. A war with Iran would be a fucking disaster. It's the most likely flashpoint for World War III because of how, geopolitical alliances work. It is a war that involves a nuclear state in Israel and a state that claims to be very close to nuclear weapons in Iran. If you need to know how it would go, a lot of people have been posting that the United States, they're about to find out, well, we don't have health care. They're not about to find out, how fucking epic and furious the American military is. The reason we don't have healthcare is so that we can keep financing trips to the child rape island. Let me tell you all about the Millennium Games. You guys familiar with this? So this is a fun little thing you can look up. The Millennium Challenge 2002 was a war game that we did around the time of the Iraq War in order to determine how we would do in a theoretical war with Iran, right? Or it was a state called Red in the Persian Gulf, but it was almost always like everyone knew it was Iran. Basically what happened was, despite our overwhelming technological advantage, we lost over and over again. And every time we lost, they would change the rules somewhat so that Red would be in a worse position than prior, until finally they ran a version of it where it was just functionally impossible for Iran to win. The United States won, and we declared that we would win a war with Iran. So all I have to say is I sure hope that that we don't have to engage in this for real, because it would be quite bad. Oh, man. I'll just read you the exercise action. Red received an ultimatum from Blue, a surrender document demanding response within 24 hours. Thus warned, Red used a fleet of small boats to determine the position of Blue's fleet by the second day of the exercise and launched a massive salvo of cruise missiles that overwhelmed the force's electronic sensors and destroyed 16 warships. An equivalent success would have resulted in over 20,000 deaths. Soon after the cruise missile offensive, another significant portion of the Navy was sunk by an armada of small Red boats, which carried out both conventional and suicide attacks that capitalized on the inability to detect them as well as expected. Okay, so they go, all right, okay, we're going to try it again. So at this point, Blue ships were refloated and the rules of engagement were changed. This was later justified by saying, you kill me in the first day and I sit there for the next 13 doing nothings, or you're going to bring me back to life and you get 13 more days worth of experiment, which is a better way to do it. After the war game was restarted, participants were forced to follow a script drafted to ensure a Blue Force victory. Red Force was ordered to turn on their anti-aircraft radar in order for them to be destroyed, and during a combined parachute assault, they were warned not to shoot down any of the approaching aircraft. Oh, good. All right, awesome. Well, as long as they do that, I'm sure we'll win. I don't know. There's so many different ways that this can go. We've undergone a significant amount of attacks on Iran already, and so far the Iranian leaders have been pretty good about de-escalating it, firing missiles into empty U.S. bases and then going, okay, we consider it even. But we just killed the Ayatollah, right? Like, surely they're going to retaliate. And that sucks, right? Like, that's... I don't know. It's just awful. The outcomes and intentions of this thing are changing hourly. On day one, we were told it was an in-and-out military exercise. By day two, Trump was saying we'd have it fixed in 6 weeks to 4 months. Today, Hegseth is on the press tour saying, well, it'll last as long as it needs to until we accomplish our objectives, but we don't know shit about what the objectives are or what they're even trying to do, really. They're saying we want to prevent them from having nuclear capacity, but they're also saying we've destroyed their nuclear capacity. They said day one, we will not have boots on the ground, but then they started announcing that people were being killed in skirmishes in Iran. And they were like, well, it doesn't count as boots on the ground. It's just helicopters and planes flying over. And then Trump was like, we're actually not ruling out boots on the ground. And he did that presser where he was like, some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So far, we've hit a number of strategic targets, including a whole bunch of schools. On the first day, Trump had like a list of individuals that could fill the power vacuum in Iran after the Ayatollah's death, except he accidentally killed a whole shitload of them in the original attacks. So now the people that he wanted to lead in his stead are just dead. So God knows who's going to lead the fucking nation. I mean, and thankfully it's not anywhere near any critical flashpoints or anything. I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. This one says, world on fire, Iran getting bombed nonstop, and Epstein's Fortnite account just logged in. What the fuck? Oh my God. Absolute humiliation ritual. In case you need to know what's going on in the critical flashpoints in Tel Aviv, which is currently being attacked, this person is ordering DoorDash. I successfully ordered food, but now there's another round of rockets. I hope it'll come. In the next few minutes, alerts are expected in your area. There are rockets flying around outside. I think I will have a minority deliver me a burrito. No tip, thank you. My big arch! The big America. Here's your burger, Mr. President. Average Treatler. This is the Treatlerite final boss for sure. Oh my God, that's crazy. They banned my cousin's house or they bombed my cousin's house for some reason. What the fuck? Is he okay? Is he all right? That fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Today, this is March 1st, so 2 days, or yesterday, they're asking about Iran while Trump was in the Rose Garden. And let's just watch this. So they go to ask him questions about Iran, and he goes, unbelievable statues. Come take a look at them. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, that's great. That's good. That's good. That's good. Trump has not been doing well. He has looked fucking awful these last couple of days. CJ's got a good one. He's got like this weird rash now in addition to the fucked up hand. It is spreading, whatever it is. In a pre-recorded address to the nation, President Trump says military operations in Iran will continue until all our objectives are achieved and calls on Iranians to seize this moment to take back your country. Man, I love when they fucking do this. I love when they're like, we killed the leader of a dictatorial regime. Now people rise up and take back your country. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Just get a gun and start killing? Like, it's going to need to be a little more targeted than that, buddy. What if they did that in America? Like, Russia was like, we will attack the United States unless you seize your country. What are we supposed to do? Go to the White House and just start firing? Like, that's not, none of this is, oh my God.
Military offensives the world has ever seen. Nobody's seen any of the blood of hundreds.
Also, he can't help but do his little cadence here.
6 hours. The United States and its partners have launched Operation Epic Fury, one of the largest, most complex, most overwhelming military offensives the world has ever seen. Nobody's seen anything like it.
Nobody's seen anything like it.
We have hit hundreds of targets. The blood of is dead. This wretched
Okay, also, by the way, check out this cut.
Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead. This
The fuck? Why are we doing jump cuts in our presidential address? Motherfucker can't get through a sentence. Like, fuck. All right. Vice President J.D. Vance, this is an old clip of his, but it's so good.
I certainly empathize with Americans who are exhausted after 25 years of foreign entanglements in the Middle East.
Good.
I understand the concern, but the difference is that back then we had dumb presidents.
Oh, and now he's a genius.
And now we have a president who actually knows how to accomplish America's national security objectives. So
What are those objectives? We have no idea why he did this. We didn't get shit for it. We know why he did it. He did it because Netanyahu said, do it. And he said, yes, sir, and did what he wanted. Holy shit.
this is not going to be some long drawn out thing.
You can't be saying shit like this, white baby. You can't be saying, oh, this isn't going to be some long drawn out thing. Holy shit. Next up. Okay, but don't worry. While the victims of the bombing, the school children, etc., are of course at the forefront of our mind, we should think of the other victims, those who bet on Polymarket.